People will go to amazing lengths to take a building never intended to be lived in and convert it. I've seen in my time factories, warehouses, chapels and even boats. Oh, and then there's water towers, of course. I've seen a few of those, but never one as daunting, as terrifying as this one. As water towers go, this one's a beast. It's 100-foot tall and topped by a massive cast iron tank that held 38,000 gallons of water. To support its weight, the walls in places are over 6 foot thick. It's a relic, part of the remains of the South London Victorian hospital and workhouse that it served. This crumbling giant of Victorian engineering was bought for £380,000 by Graham Vose and Lee Osborne. This is something else, this building, isn't it? A couple who are either visionary or foolhardy enough to believe they can turn it into their home. Gosh, it is something, isn't it? An absolute monster of a building.
Yeah, it is huge.
What was it?
It was a water tower built for Lambeth Workhouse in 1867.
How tall is it?
It's something like between 8 and 10 stories, so we're not quite sure.
That is a lot of building. What are you going to do with this?
Live in it.
Why?
In 8 months.
Why?
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it?
Well, it is. It's powerful and strong and wonderful. And no doubt, when you get to the top, you get a view out over everything around you. But is that...
I think the reason why is because this is Zone 1, central London. How many people do you know that lives in a water tower in Zone 1?
Yeah, well, it's maybe good reason for that.
The thing is that nobody else knows what to do with it. I mean, what do you do with a water tower if you're not going to use it as a water tower?
Yeah, because, of course, if you don't do anything to it, it will go.
Well,
eventually,
yes, exactly.
it will disappear.
Yes.
Having the opportunity to turn this dilapidated monster of whatever it is into some fabulous home which will be around forever. It's just what an amazing opportunity. How many people get to do this? And what's the worst that can happen? I go bankrupt or I jump off the top of it.
I hope neither of those things happen. I truly do. Most of the hospital and workhouse have long since been demolished to make way for modern housing. But the tower is Grade 2 listed, so it's still here, waiting for someone crazy enough to overlook its impracticalities. Graham and Lee spotted it while living in another South London landmark, the Strata Tower.
Living in the Strata, which is very, very modern, very, very clean edges, it doesn't have that sort of oomph which this has. And this, you've got this superb, brooding Venetian Gothic oomph.
Were you looking for oomph?
I was looking for oomph.
You found it. I tell you, this is epic. It would completely freak me, the idea of trying to... Does it not?
Yes.
Does it not? Surely you must wake up at night in a sweat sometimes thinking about this.
No, nothing's going to go wrong. It's been here for 130 years. What's going to happen? It's not going to fall down. There's a tube line running under most of London do.
The building's going to be fine. This structure's going to be great. It's whether you survive the process. Lee and Graham's plans go way beyond just preserving this giant listed landmark. This project is a mixture of loving conservation work and blistering new build. But fundamentally, the place has to be habitable, so a lot of the internal brickwork put in to support the water tank will be stripped out to make some usable rooms. On the first floor, there'll be a gym, and above that, 2 bedrooms. Above those, a double-height master bedroom with a connecting mezzanine will occupy 2 further floors. Up yet again, there's a study with a 4th bedroom above that. And finally, 100 feet up, within the water tank itself, a rather spectacular living or prospect room. Large windows cut out of the existing cast iron tank will provide what they hope will be pretty magnificent views across London. If converting the water tower weren't enough, Lee and Graham also want to build 2 ambitious modern structures. The first, a new 6-story lift shaft, will run parallel to the old building and contain bathrooms on every level, connected to the bedrooms by shimmering glass-clad walkways. This will create some visual separation of old and new, add valuable floor space to each story, and put all the building services in one place. The second structure at the base of the tower will be a spacious 4-storey cube, housing a garage, a large kitchen, a sitting room, and a roof terrace. 3 enormous glass sliding doors facing west will provide the living areas with plenty of light. How well these new additions sit alongside the listed tower, and how well they're joined to it up the stakes here. Stakes further complicated by the fact they don't own the land around the tower.
You're able to use this site as your yard, effectively.
Yeah, there's a problem. I've only got this land until June the 12th of this year, so I've got 4 months to build it. We only own the footprint.
Of the building itself?
And obviously the footprint of the new building next to it.
Yes.
The estate has lent us this.
So where
this
we're
land.
standing now is not your property.
They've given me the land to borrow.
Is there any opportunity to negotiate on that?
Well, on June the 12th, I'll answer that question on June the 11th.
Okay, because old buildings have this really nasty habit of telling you things and actually dictating the path that they want to take on the project.
No, this is organised.
I'm just saying that old buildings tend to do that. They only have temporary permission to use the yard around the tower. They'll have to race to get the bulk of the exterior work done in just 4 months. The whole project is meant to be done by September. That's just 8 months away. Can we get inside the thing?
Yeah, I can take on in.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll leave you to it.
Thanks, Fred. Entering the belly of the beast is not for the faint-hearted. Very thick walls. The tower's condition has only been assessed from the ground, and English Heritage have judged it at risk of collapse.
I haven't been in the tank. Do you want to have a look?
You've never been in the tank?
No, because it's been full of pigeons and poo and all sorts of stuff. However, you're going to have to put on a little suit.
You say pigeon poo and dead pigeon, and there's a dead pigeon over there. You've cleared out a lot of the stuff, haven't you?
I paid £7,000 to have over 200 dead pigeons removed, and the pigeon poo was up to the top of their Wellingtons.
Oh my good lord, this tiny gap. Oh, they only just fit in. Good grief.
Kevin, don't get stuck, because I'm not sure how I'll get you out.
Oh, good God, it's vast.
Are you up there yet?
Yeah, I am. You know, it's huge. It sort of seems 3 or 4 times as big as the rooms downstairs. Use all this gubbins to hang on to the right.
Oh, my God.
This will make the most fantastic room. Look at the roof.
This is amazing.
It's completely magnificent. And presumably all this steelwork, this will all come out, because this was here.
Yeah, this was just here to stop the water pushing the walls out.
I think you're going to find it very hard to resist living up here.
This is the main reason I bought this building, was to have this tank and have this space. This is like the piece de la résistance, and it's just exceeding what I thought. It's just wild.
Can you see out? Is there, I don't know if you can get an indication of... Oh, you can't really at the moment. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, good Lord. It's not quite the top of the London Eye, but it's the next best thing. It's clear Lee's enthusiasm and ambition for this place are boundless, but reinventing a building so derelict and so inaccessible won't come cheap. So having spent 380 on this gorgeous monstrosity, how much do you think you're going to have to spend to do all the works?
Well, when I put the offer in, the team around me thought the build would cost about 600.
Yeah.
And as a year has gone on, they're completely wrong.
So what do they cost it all at now?
The glazing
Yeah.
is 240,000.
Okay. What about the scaffolding?
Quotes between 35 and 70,000.
Good God! Adding it all up, Lee and Graham are already looking at a budget of over £1 million. Can you fund it?
A friend of mine has lent me £500,000.
Okay.
And which then have to be refinanced at some point when the building is refinanceable.
Yeah, sure.
And I know I'm about £200,000 short as we stand here today.